What's going on, everybody? Another day, another beautiful sunny day here in Nova Scotia. It is, I think, the 5th of September, something like that. We've had some good weather, really can't complain. Had a really nice loud thunderstorm last night, woke me up, but I don't mind that at all. I love thunderstorms. But anyway, this video is not about the weather. Just wanted to kind of give an update on what's been going on with the running and stuff. I've talked about it recently, but obviously hadn't been running because of injury. So it's been 5 weeks pretty much since the July 28th DNF half marathon. Did not finish. To not be able to finish a half marathon, that stings, but it probably would have stung a lot more had I continued on and injured myself to the point that I couldn't run for even several more weeks. So I've taken the rest that I feel like I've needed. My foot is continuing to get better every day. And today's Thursday. Tuesday evening, I joined my regular running interval crew. And the intent was that I would try doing maybe the little warm-up jog. So I walked there. It was only about 1 kilometer from my house. Walked to meet the group, and then I was gonna maybe do the little warm-up jog with them. It's usually somewhere around 1K, maybe a mile. And so I did that. Felt pretty good, just keeping it nice and easy. Like a 6 to 6:20 kilometer, so like a 9:40 to 10-minute mile, something like that. And felt good. So then the intervals that they were doing was just shy of an 800-meter loop with a little bit of undulating hill in a cemetery. And I was like, well, you know what? I can probably, even at an easy pace, like a 540 kilometer or 550 kilometer, something like that, I can probably do these intervals not much slower than, the slower runner at the group. So, you know what? Hell with it. I'll just go for it. Do a couple, and if I feel okay, great. And if not, well, whatever, I'll stop. It's no big deal. But I ended up doing, so we would do, the group was doing these 800s, and then basically when the last person gets across the line, we were doing about 2 minutes rest from there. So obviously the faster runners were getting more rest. I was getting about 2 minutes. So I did 2 intervals, and then I skip one, take the extra rest, stretch out the foot and stuff like that, and then did another 2 more, same deal, took some extra rest, and then did about a mile cool down jog afterwards. And I gotta say, it felt pretty good. I think I did end up having probably a couple minutes worth of running, or a few minutes worth of running in there at a near tempo pace, like a very controlled, just more like a steady pace. And yeah, it felt good. Afterwards, I just got home, made sure I was stretching things out nicely, massaging it, and felt great the next day. So then yesterday, which was Wednesday, I had another dog walking appointment. So I was taking my friend Aurora, the golden retriever, out, and she had a lot of energy. She wanted to jog right away. So again, about 1 kilometer walk to her house, get in, get her, and then she wanted to kind of jog. So we just jogged pretty slowly. I mean, I might have gotten in the 5.5 minute kilometer range, or 9:15 mile or something like that, but it was mostly just a really slow recovery jog kind of deal, with a couple little fast bits because she wanted to take off. She had lots of energy, so hey, you know what? I'll burn it up. Might have done a couple kilometers total with her jogging, and then of course the walk back home. And again, just feeling really good. Like today, I can tell that I've used my foot. I can tell that I've been running for a couple of days, and put in 11 or 12 kilometers if I include the walking to and from yesterday's appointment. But it doesn't hurt, and it's not achy like it was, like if I was even just walking too much. So I feel like it's now at a point where I can use it, and as long as I'm not overdoing it, the extra little bit of stretching it out by jogging and stuff will probably actually be really good for it to recover the rest of the way. So anyway, that's kind of where it's at, and I feel really good about that. So last year I did the local Rum Runner Relay. It's like a 110 kilometer, 10 leg relay race here in Nova Scotia, and ended up having to do back-to-back legs because somebody didn't show up for theirs. I was going to do that again this year. I got to turn around. Yeah, because I'm just on my lunch break. But yeah, so I was going to do that again this year, but I talked to my buddy and said, look, man, I can't really guarantee that I'm going to be fine. It is only like 3 weeks away. So while I probably would be okay and I could do the distance, especially if I was doing a shorter leg, you know, I mean, it's at the end of the day, it is kind of a race. It is an event. So if you can find somebody who's going to be more physically capable to go out there and push it at, you know, at more like a 4:30 to 5-minute kilometer pace, and great. I don't think I could do that right now without potentially risking injuries. So, you know, like last year I did, the first leg that I did was basically 5 miles uphill and then a fast downhill finish. And I came in averaging, I think, somewhere around like a 4:45 kilometer or something like that. I don't know what that is, like a 7:20 mile or something. And I felt really good about that. It was, you know, 5 miles uphill to start, like I say. I bet now, especially just having lost some cardio and stuff, I'd have a hard time doing that same leg at, I don't know, maybe like a 5:30 kilometer. You know, it's just so many factors. So anyway, I'm going to skip that one this year, and hopefully I'll be back into form and, you know, feeling good that I can get a couple more 5Ks and 5-milers in this fall. There's one that's around Halloween. That was the first race I ever did. Hope to do that one again. I mean, I should be fine by then, I'm assuming. There's a 5-miler in November. That's a really nice, you know, regular local event. And, you know, I'd like to hit those up every year if I can. But again, if I have to skip them because I feel like I'm just risking my health, then I'll skip them. But yeah, anyway, just a little bit of an update on that while I was out walking along the trail. Might as well yammer on to my iPhone here, and it gives me something to do, help pass the time. And I guess that's about it. So I'm gonna head back to the office, have a bite to eat. I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Peace.